Hey, guess what? It's snowing. Oh God. And I'm gonna fight my way down the slope here and hope I don't kill myself on the grass. We made it this far. You know what? I grew up in Michigan and graduated from high school from a town named Grand Blanc, which is French for big white. We got a lot of snow. When we were in Grand Blanc, of course, we said Grand Blanc stood for big nothing. And well, anyway, if any of you are out there from Grand Blanc, sorry for that little hit, but hey, it is my pseudo hometown. So, grew up there, lots of snow, moved to Southern Illinois. We don't get this very often, but I don't miss it. But what I want to talk today about is, well, what do you do when it snows with your hives? Because you do have to do some tending to them. At least you should check. That's the critical thing. You need to check your hives. You need to make sure that there's no issues with them. You need to make sure that their entrances are open. And it also gives you a great opportunity to look at what's going on in the front of the hive, because it's kind of a blank slate of white snow. So I want to take a few minutes, take a look at the hives and kind of give you an idea of what are the sort of things you need to be looking at in the middle of winter when you get a big snowfall. So I think the main thing you need to be concerned about is the front entrances of hives. So if you can tell, there's some issues with these hives in the sense that snow is built up on the front. It's interesting though, the heat from the hive will actually create often a buffer. And also the fact that I've got insulation that covers also gives them an option. If it were completely covered, I couldn't get out here right away for whatever reason. There's openings on the side that allow the bees to come through. I'm going to clear out the front. There are two tools that are extremely handy to have. This is conventional and it's really easy to go in the front and wipe. But what I really like is this big spatula gives me the opportunity to basically go in at an angle and sweep back. I do that because if I just sweep, it can sometimes force snow back up into it. And I don't want to do that. I want to be as minimally invasive as I can be. Now this, and I'm going to stop for a second here and show you that the bees are basically, they bring out their dead and they just pile them at the front. Then when it warms up a little bit, they'll come out and they'll bring the rest of them out. But here's another thing that you can do when you're checking your hives. If you've got a lot of snow, it's a good opportunity to come through and just check and see if there's anything in front of the hives. If you've got a lot of dead bees that have come out, that can be a concern. Now these hives back here, look at these guys. So the snow came from this direction. And this is a real issue because this hive is, for all intents and purposes, completely closed off. So I will again get in behind and sweep down. I get in behind and sweep down. Get in behind, sweep down. And as you can tell, that pretty much opens everything up. So now this hive is open, good to go. So that's the basics. There's not a whole lot more to it except the fact that you need to do it. You really don't want your hives to have a lot of snow in the front. As you saw the front of this hive, it's an issue because it's completely closed off. And they would have had struggled when it warms up here in a couple days to get out. And eventually they'd find their way, but it's more stress on them and they don't need it. So that's the sort of things you're looking for. It's also a great opportunity to get close to your hives, make sure you don't see any real issues. You know, I had a little bit of a slippage here. I can pull that insulation up a little bit. I can tighten this down a little bit. Need to bring out some bungees, finish off wrapping the tops. Here's another hint though, leave the snow on top. The snow is a really good insulator for your hives, just leave it on top. So that's what you got. It is really pretty out. A little bit of snow falling. Nah, I don't miss it. Okay, let's get back where it's warm. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments. Again, thanks for watching. Very much appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It means a lot to us. And we'll catch you next time.